Okay guys, so it's a few days later after test fitting those wheels and all that, and I'm extremely impatient, we know that. I am going to meet up with this guy named Andrew with a really dope Integra. He posted on our Discord, and this is a shameless plug. If you're not on our Discord yet, you should be. It's a pretty good community. We do a lot of Assetto stuff, so the link to our Discord is gonna be in the description of this video below. But he posted up that he had some 14s for sale. He has some really cool SSR Mark IIs on this Integra, and he's been doing a lot to try and get it to fit. And I think these tires, he just couldn't, they didn't work. So we're gonna go and grab these things from him, and hopefully that we can use these on these Hayashis, because I think I bought some tires that are a little too big, so I might use it on the wider set of wheels that I have that are 14s as well. I'm gonna show you guys the car too, it'll be cool. So this is...
it's a 95.
Nice.
Acura. It's an LS, no VTEC, automatic.
That's why we go on crazy small wheels on it.
Yeah, this is about the best thing you could do with it other than swapping it.
This is so good. Yeah, so this is Andrew, by the way. Sorry, I just popped in the vlog. He has the stash of tiny tires that we're gonna figure out what we want on the Hayashis or the Watanabes, but this is his current setup. That's good stuff right there. What sort of spring rate are you on?
I'm on VC Extreme Lows, 28K, 4-inch springs.
What's that ride quality like?
It's actually not that bad. It's pretty, I mean, it's better than like 50Ks or wash or some crazy.
Yeah, dude.
Since the tires are meatier than like a low profile tire, they take most of the...
I'm not gonna give your specs out, don't worry. Yeah, this is definitely the coolest Honda / Acura in Omaha right now. I don't care what you guys say. It's so good, dude.
I think it's the only Integra I've seen on Longchamps.
Yep, I was gonna say I don't think I've ever seen an Integra on Longchamps. I've seen some small wheels, but it's crazy what a 14 does just aesthetically for a car like this versus a 15. Because you know 15s are so common in the Honda world.
Yeah, that's why. I mean, they come stock with 14s, so I knew I could fit them.
So good. And then your next setup, just balling on everyone in the small wheels right now.
Those are 14 by 7.5 plus 5.
Those will be perfect up front then, huh?
Yeah, they're gonna be a little bit, I think like a millimeter more hook.
Damn.
The tire will stretch just a little bit more.
Yep. I love it. With the 326 lugs. Did you find this off like a one owner? Because I mean, really this car is super, super clean for just being a two-door Integra.
It was a one owner out in Lincoln. This is like 4 years ago, and I picked it up for $2,500.
Let's go.
And now they're going for like 4 or 5.
I was gonna say, have you seen the Acura and Honda world go up in price just like the drift cars have been?
Oh yeah, every car, it's like fucking insane.
Yeah.
And I've seen like cars that are worse condition with like rockers gone and like the quarters. I mean, I have quarter rust, but it's not.
Yeah, but even right here is less bacon and less rust than probably most of these cars
people
nowadays.
People are still trying to sell those for like 3-4 grand.
Yep.
So
I keep saying I want to shoot this thing, and I always end up getting busy and forgetting, so keep pestering me to take pictures of this. What's wrong with it? Oh, what happened there?
No, somebody couldn't see me, so they backed into me.
Because you're that low. Yeah. Wow, that's a good feeling, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, you really got lucky it didn't mess your hood up or anything.
No, it's literally just the bumper. It used to be just stock exhaust, and now it's got a spoon.
Oh, wow, okay.
Which that thing kind of drags on the ground a little bit.
That's a pretty cool design, though. I really like this like flared out flange on it. Yeah, that's nice and low. Yeah, well, you did good with this car. I'm excited to keep seeing the... So I got these long shanks for this. The Hayashis actually use a super specific lug nut that's special made for it that looks like this, but instead of having a flat part, it's tapered down. So you can see that this goes here and goes in, but it's really sitting on the flat part of the hexagons rather than the curved parts of it. I don't know, these aren't very wide, so we're gonna put them on the car and see. We got these free tires to use from Andrew, so let's see. Well, as usual, you know how it goes. I didn't film something really cool. I mounted these in my living room by myself with 2 screwdrivers, then used some brake clean, and then I threw on some matches on the brake clean and popped the bead on. Yeah, well, that looks pretty cool. Obviously, sunken battleship, but we'll try and bust this thing out like another inch with a spacer, but I'm having troubles and I can't figure it out. But for some reason, these are like, they look like they're pressed inwards, but the lug nuts won't catch them. So, I don't know. And good God, it's better than the drag racing wheels. So I'm pretty hyped on that. Hopefully I'll get some rears on in a bit too. I just have to keep telling myself the car's not going anywhere, so it doesn't matter if things are just put on right now. So only have 2 lug nuts in, probably have to do new extended studs, but I'm not super sold on these wheels just because they're kind of a pain in the butt. I have to get the proper lug nuts too if I want to run them. If I want to run them like, you know, drifting and all that stuff, not just fabbed up. So those are only to be purchased via Hayashi because they made their own custom kind of lug nut. So yeah, if any companies or people want to help out on this project, slide in my DMs. Let's chat, let's do something cool. But I'm gonna come over here and show you my suspension setup on the rear of this car right now. Bump stops and a chunk of wood, baby. We're gonna throw in some springs just for now until I get different shocks and coils and see if we can make this a little bit better. But what I wanna do is cut this bump stop because I think it'll hit that even with the lowering springs. My bread knife works really well for that. Now I'm gonna take the 14 out of the back here and just knock this strut off. Well, I should have filmed that because it just plopped right in. So we'll throw a wheel back on this and see where it's sitting because it'll be interesting with the spring. Or I should probably put the strut back on. It's kind of wild, it's just a 14 that holds that on. So yeah, this side, pretty much identical procedure. You know, running our super tasteful TRD blocks here. And then you drop this down. This is gonna be able to just drop right down. This is cool about the lowering spring install is that if you're jacking up from a pinch weld, you're like on the frame, the axle just drops because it's a solid rear. It's literally just held up by this and the 4 links basically. So makes it super easy. Once again, we're gonna chop that little nub off and then see where we sit after that. It feels so primal with the bread knife. God, Dan, look what you got me, bro. Look how clean this underside is. I'm so stoked. I've seen some rough 8.6s in my day via just being in the Midwest, and I'm just so fortunate to have a base that's really this clean on the inside. Surface rust, of course, on things, but this entire rear end's probably gonna go eventually, so. Well, cool, so springs are in. Gonna grab new shocks because those are getting kind of old, and look, I already put a line there where I'm gonna cut them because I'm a sack of garbage. Shoo, boys! Yeah, that looks cool. Oh man, that's really taking shape into something that I'll drive right there. We got some cool rear wheels coming, so they're coming from like the UK or something though. So just a couple other things. I do have a Panhard bar going. You'll notice that there's no gas tank, so we might go fuel cell unless I can find a UTS one. Got that Panhard bar to put in because when you do this, I don't think you can really tell by this video, but when you lower an 8.6, the differential actually moves over to the right, I believe. So you gotta have a Panhard bar to readjust it over. So I got some 4 links and a Panhard bar to put on once it gets a little bit warmer because I don't really want to crawl around on this thing anymore today. We do what we can until we get this thing to a shop. So braving the cold and trying to build an 8.6, it's a lot of fucking fun. It's so much fun. Anyways, drop some comments below. Tell me what you want to see with this thing. I have a couple cool ideas. So anyways, thanks for watching the 8.6 content. I hope you guys are enjoying it as much as I am kind of piecing this whole puzzle together right now. More stuff coming in the near future. We have a bunch of suspension parts coming in for the car. The Skyline is not being forgotten about, I promise. I just got a new water pump for that. We're gonna have to put that in and I'm absolutely dreading doing that. Anyways, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time.